Hello and welcome to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading. Today we are channeling the energy from your ancestors and what you need to hear right now. Before we begin, I will play each singing bowl and you can decide which pile is calling you. So let's begin. Here is pile 1. And here is pile 2. I will now begin pile number 1's reading. Timestamps will be below. Welcome, pile number 1. Let's see what your ancestors want to communicate with you today. First is your card from the Green Witch Oracle deck. We have the Mushroom card, which is all about recycling and breaking down problems. So right now, your ancestors want you to focus on the problems you are facing in your life right now. Now is not the time to brush things under the rug. And the thing about mushrooms is they grow in the most unpleasant of situations. Like, think of the worst of the worst. The mushrooms and fungi will take care of it. So if you are in a unfortunate season in your life right now, or you have been dealing with a little bit of heartbreak or financial issues, your ancestors want you to know that this is only to benefit you in the long run, and you will be strong and powerful like a mushroom. And some mushrooms are good for you, some have other effects, and some are straight up poisonous. So, regardless of what your problem is, there will be resolution. It's just about breaking it down step by step. I will now read the message from the guidebook for farther messages regarding this card for you. I'm just looking for the page here. Mushroom. A mushroom's main purpose is to aid in decomposition. They use enzymes to break down decaying organic matter, feeding themselves in the process. Mushrooms and other fungi are also part of the greater mycelial network, a vast interconnected network of hair-like roots that transfers information to not only other fungi, but plants and trees as well. The mushroom card supports you as you break down problems into smaller issues and work to solve them separately, to make incremental advances in life. The discoveries you make with every step forward can be used to nourish and enrich future projects. And a reflection the mushroom card offers is: have you run into a challenge that may be best addressed if broken down into smaller pieces? So you might be on a healing journey right now, and you might just be all out of sorts of why am I the way I am? And the mushroom card is telling you that You may not understand why all the things happen to you, but your ancestors want you to know that there will be benefits for the things you had to endure and experience. And once you start breaking down those problems and healing them one by one, or facing your physical problems one by one, you will start to see things shift for you. Let's see what angel wants to come through for your ancestors for you today with the Guardian Angel Oracle deck. So your ancestors want to communicate through the Angel of Direction. This goes really well with the Mushroom card because you may have not decided on the path you want to take yet, but your ancestors want you to know that if you make a list and break down all the things you want for your future and what you want that future to look like, then you can trust your intuition on what steps to take next, and your ancestors will be with you. They might even send you symbols of mushrooms as a sign that you are going in the right direction. So regardless of what path it is you are choosing to take, your ancestors want you to feel confident in yourself and know that you will make the right decision, whatever that decision is. There is really no making wrong decisions. A wrong decision or a mistake is just a learning experience or redirection, and that's okay. Let's see what the message from the guidebook says for the Angel of Direction for you. The Angel of Direction can be of great help if you have reached a crossroads in your life, or if you need help to choose between several courses of action. She can show you the route that will be most beneficial for your soul. As soon as you are prepared to take action, call on the angel to help you. First know that wherever you are is the right place to start. Ask yourself, what can I learn from my current situation? Open your mind to change so that you will be ready to follow the new course that the angel reveals. Visualize the ideal outcome for yourself and ask her to help you to achieve it for the greatest good of all. Watch for clues, such as remarks from other people, showing that you are on the right track. Some symbols of this card include signpost, crossroads, breeze, winding road, feet or shoes, and arch or gate. And an affirmation she offers that you can use in your life right now is, I have faith that I will clearly see the direction I need to follow. I have faith that I will clearly see the direction I need to follow. Trust that your ancestors are with you and that they are going to help guide you on your most divine path. There's no need to worry too much, and really, if you do feel worried, the best thing you can do is make that list of what you want your future to look like. Spend some time to meditate and visualize what that would be for you. Because if you really break down what your ideal life would be, it makes your next decisions and goals more logical and more passionate now draw a few tarot cards to see what else your ancestors want to communicate with you. What do their ancestors want to communicate with them today? Your first tarot card is the Palace of Swords. And the Palace of Swords is a special card for this deck. It is all about the environment, and you may be in a very airy environment in your head and spending a lot of time in your head right now and trying to be logical, and your ancestors want you to know that is a good place to be. It is good to be logical, but something that always comes to me on this card is that this structure it's seeing things from a bird's eye view and from a wider perspective, but to me it also looks like a cross. So while it is important to use logic and facts to make your decisions, there's only so much overthinking and overanalyzing and overplanning that you can do, that having some faith that you are prepared and you have thoroughly thought this through is also important, because we can only be prepared so much, and you have to know when, okay, I've put the effort in and I am as prepared as I am ever gonna be, and there's nothing more I can do. Have faith in yourself, because you do have the tools within you and the logic within you. You are smart, so trust in that, and trust that your ancestors and God and Spirit is by your side. Let's have a look at your next card. Here we have the Knight of Coins. So you may be dealing with a financial situation right now, but it could also be a physical problem, or not necessarily problem, but trying to navigate, maybe improving your health or your finances, like I said. And right now, it's like you are just doing. Now is the time to do that thing that you have been putting off, and it will be a mountain to climb. You do have time ahead of you that will take effort and work, but you are on the right track, and it will bear fruit if you continue down this path. You just have to put the effort and the work into it. And I'm also getting Arizona here for some reason. It came to my mind. I don't know why. Maybe that relates to you. Maybe you will be traveling. Maybe that has something to do with your plans. And your next card is the Nine of Coins. This is beautiful. This is a fulfilling life. This is you being more than comfortable. You have some doves around you. Doves may be a symbol. And you have these beautiful flowers, some lilies, and it's just your ancestors communicating with you that abundance does lie ahead. You will feel fulfilled later on down this path. This is what is in your future. But right now, it's going to take that effort, and it will be soul-aligned work, and that is why you are so content and happy with where you are in the Nine of Coins. You won't have to worry about what it is you are worrying about right now, but it will take that effort and it will take that work. But it's nice you see what your ancestors want to communicate with you through the moon. Here we have full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. That's just like I was saying about with the Palace of Swords, to look at the bigger picture from a wider perspective. Because if you focus on small problems, you are going to have tunnel vision instead of focusing on the bigger picture of things and what you truly should be focusing on and putting your energy into. And there may be a Sagittarius in your life, or it could occur during the Sagittarius season. But I will read the message from the guidebook to see what else your ancestors want to tell you with looking at the bigger picture. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minuscule problems can be counterproductive. Or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that, well, it's good to think things through. Sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's the best. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Take time out for a mini break or adventure. This situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. This reading was very much about you working through some problems right now, and that is great that you have the awareness to know that you need to break down your problems and go through them. But Spirit wants to warn you to not get swept up in the tiny details of everything, because being thorough is good, but we don't want to be stuck. We don't want to be stuck in the planning phase and never executing. So now is the time to work. Now is the time to take action. Your ancestors are behind you in this. They will support you. Trust in that direction you are taking, and your future will be beautiful and soul aligned. Best of luck to all of you. This is your reading. If it resonated, please comment down below, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a blessed day. I will now be moving into pile number 2. Welcome, pile number 2. Let's see what your ancestors want to communicate with you today. This is the Green Witch Oracle deck. Your ancestors want to communicate with you that peace and grounding is available to you through the earth. It is time to reconnect with the earth. Getting out into nature, going for a walk, watching the sunset or sunrise. On this little tree, I see either mushrooms, which was also in pile number 1, message from the guidebook to see what else your ancestors want to communicate with you through the Earth card. And I don't know when Earth Day is coming up. I feel like it's coming up soon. Maybe it just passed, but that day might be of some significance to you. The Earth card offers a moment of reflection and connection. You may be losing yourself and becoming too focused on work, schedules, and to-do lists. Sometimes you don't realize how far you've strayed from your relationship with nature and its calming energy. Even those of us who work with nature daily can sometimes get set in our ways and become complacent. This card is a reminder to consciously renew your connection with nature and listen to what the natural world has to say. Take a step back and breathe, giving yourself space to find balance. Clear your mind and open it to communication of nature. Let its energy soothe and revitalize you as you ground yourself in this earth. And a reflection the Earth card offers is, do you need to reboot your connection to nature, or maybe help someone else to connect with nature? What I'm getting here is that your ancestors want to communicate with you, and the easiest way they are able to communicate with you is if you get out in nature, get out there. It gives your ancestors and spirit the opportunity to bring things to you, to show you that everything is going to be okay and that you are looked after. Let's see what guardian angel wants to come through your ancestors today. We'll take the top one from what fell. Here we have peace. That is beautiful. The angel of peace. We have another white bird, likely a dove, and we have the earth, so we have earth and earth. So your ancestors really want to communicate peace with you, that now is the time to embrace peace in your life. This is beautiful confirmation, and seeing Earth twice it's telling me that you may be traveling soon, not guaranteed, or it could be on the internet as well, connecting to something globally that brings peace to your soul and to your inner being. I will read the message from the guidebook to see what else your ancestors want to communicate with you through the angel of peace. Many people today feel drawn to a personal quest for peace, and whether you are driven by the desire to work towards world peace, or you simply wish to bring more peace to your own neighborhood or family, it is likely that the angel of peace is calling on you to act. The best way to help peace to flower is to lead by example, whether by fostering good relationships between people, being at peace with nature, or taking practical action to benefit the world around you. First, though, focus on calming your inner self. 3 times on the angel of peace to bring peace to your mind, your heart, your body, and your soul. Then sit quietly for a moment to take in the angel's energy. Some symbols on this card are dove, embrace, flower, star, calm water, chalice, sleeping child, and a willow tree. And an affirmation the angel of peace offers you is, I am at peace in my mind, body, heart, and soul. I am ready to be a channel for divine peace. I am at peace in mind, body, heart, and soul. I am ready to be a channel for divine peace. And I don't know if you heard it, but there was a car alarm going off as I was reading that. And it felt like confirmation, like, yes, now is the time. Embrace that peaceful energy. Your ancestors are calling on you. And as I was reading, what was really coming to my mind was Michael Jackson. I know the movie recently came out. I haven't seen it yet. But a song that really resonates with me and with this reading today is Man in the Mirror. And it's all about you making that change for the world today, even in the smallest of actions. And when we think about peace and bringing world peace, it can be overwhelming because it is such a monumental task. There are wars going on that a lot of us think that, what do we have to offer to change the world? But you loving yourself and taking care of yourself and being kind to the people you meet, that is how you change the world. You changing a few people's minds and showing them that authenticity is real. Good people are real and out there, will inspire and encourage others to be a good person and to offer that kindness to another. Even if someone, now, before I say this, this is not, if you are in an abusive situation or being treated poorly, of course, get out. But say you are dealing with someone who was a little bit moody, just some stranger, and maybe you give them a little bit of grace instead of reacting negatively. And while you may not see the impact that has, and they may brush you off, later they might think about that, and that might make them be more patient when they run into a similar situation themselves. So keep on embracing that peace and showing others that peace can exist. We can all coexist with one another, and that's what your ancestors want you to know. You are not too small to make a difference. Every one of us can make a difference, and your ancestors want to remind you of that. I will now draw some tarot cards to see what else your ancestors want to communicate with you. What do their ancestors want to communicate with them today? Pile number 2. Your first card is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a very nostalgic energy, and it really brings up your inner child. And what I'm getting right now is that is how your ancestors view you. They view you as that little girl or that little boy, and that spirit as we get older, we don't pray for, I mean, maybe some do, we should. A lot of people don't pray for world peace and a peaceful neighborhood, but that is a beautiful thing to put energy into. And maybe you had a dream when you were younger that you could change the world, and your ancestors want you to know that that is not just a dream, that is possible. Whether it will be on a big scale and be global, which is kind of what it's showing here with all this earth and globe and peace, I think you will have a big impact on the earth. Even if it's just in your neighborhood, you will have a positive impact, and it will help you reconnect with your inner child. And there may be a hobby or something you used to like to do when you were younger, or an idea you had, and your ancestors want you to know that that is where your soul is calling you. You wouldn't be still thinking about it, and you wouldn't have had that idea way back then if it wasn't for you and for the benefit of the whole world. So that is just beautiful. Your inner child wants you to go for this. It wants you to embrace peace in your life. So I will now have a look at the next card, and there is a car outside. So if you can hear a machine now, I apologize for that. We are too far into the reading to go back now. So let's have a look at your next card. We have the Hanging Man. And the Hanging Man is a little bit about playing the martyr. And it's also about having a bigger perspective, changing your perspective, because you may be viewing yourself as, well, I'm just one person. What can one person do? But one person can do a lot. One person can have a beautiful idea. One person, if you think about how, say, a breakup in a relationship, or even global world leaders, a single person can have a big, big impact negatively. You can clearly see it. So if that can go in one direction, that is able to go in the other direction in the positive way. And your ancestors want you to know that they have your back in this process. And you may have to stick your neck out a little bit. You may feel like you will have a target on your back if it will focus. They have a tattoo on their back here, and it is the sun. But what comes to me is having a target on your back. People are scared to speak out and have a target on your back. But the more people speak out on peace and truth, the more others can follow suit. And initially, it will feel like you have a target on your back, but it is worth it. And others will see you. People who need to hear what you have to say will see you. They will hear you. They will understand. And they will realize that we can change things. Even on the Hanging Man card, it looks like he is in outer space. And it's almost like dimensional, that if we ourselves don't make that change to bring more peace into our lives, how do we expect the outer world to reflect that peace that we hope the world should have? Let's see what else your ancestors want to communicate with you. The Three of Wands. So you may feel like you're in a little bit of a waiting period right now. And that is the hardest thing to deal with when you are sticking your neck out and pursuing something new or out there that you're not used to. But your ancestors side, new moon in Sagittarius. So you may know a Sagittarius, or something might happen during the Sagittarius season, and your ancestors want you to know that now is the time to pursue what you have been putting off, because luck is on your side. And thoughts manifest into reality, and I like to tell myself I am lucky, and I like to assume that the universe works in a way where when you are pursuing something that is good for the world and for your neighborhood and for yourself, that luck will be on your side, even if it doesn't necessarily look like luck initially, which is common. Like, sometimes you will deal with something that might initially feel like bad luck, but it's actually a redirection, which in the end you're like, wow, I'm so happy, I'm so lucky that that did happen, because it redirected me towards something way better and way more soul aligned. Just like when we get fired or laid off from a job, sometimes you can end up in a better, more aligned place than where you previously were, which is always beautiful when that can happen. But I will now read the message from the guidebook to see what else your ancestors want to get through to you. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. But be careful, you don't bet the farm on something here, as the Wheel of Fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others, or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up, if that's something you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your world view. Count your blessings, literally. Write them down or say them out loud. You need to laugh more. This is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Don't be narrow-minded. Start a week of gratitude practice. Your ancestors want you to know that luck is on your side, and now is the time to make that next leap in your life. And having a gratitude journal just helps you realign. Sometimes we can go through some funky phases in our life where we can feel more down than usual, and having that gratitude journal can just help us think about those things that bring us joy, and even just thinking about those things and showing appreciation for those things can attract more. So love the nature, love your family, appreciate your favorite food. Whatever you are working towards right now, I think your inner child is just going to be so lit up, and your ancestors are behind you in this. But it will still take a little bit of waiting, and that is why the fact that you have luck on your side is beautiful, because it means that we are waiting for divine timing right now, and that divine peace and timing will come. Thank you for today's reading. If it resonated, please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a blessed day. I'll see you next time.